Hey there, and welcome back to this week's episode of Jovo Wednesday on Dabble app. This time I want to talk about importing an existing Alexa skill into your Jovo project. So for example here, I am in the Alexa developer console and I created a new Alexa skill called quiz game. And so this was a template here. And so as you can see here, I have a bunch of intents. I have an answer intent here, which uses quite a few slots. So you can see here the capital slot uses the Amazon US city slot type and so on. So there's quite a few intents and slots. And now what I want to do is I want to import that into my Jovo project to get started more quickly. And so let's do this now. So as you might know from previous episodes, Jovo offers a Jovo language model. This is a model that sits in your Jovo project in the models folder and can be used to be translated into an Alexa interaction model and a Dialogflow agent for Google Assistant, for example. But this is a JSON file, and so doing this, like all that is in here, because some people prefer the UI over a JSON file, but using all of this with copy and paste into the Jovo language model can take quite some time. And so what I wanted to show you now is the Jovo get feature of the Jovo CLI. And so let's get started. Let's go into the terminal for now and first create a new Jovo project. So we will use Jovo new and then we will call it quiz game. And this will create a new Jovo project from the Hello World template. Okay, great. So let's go into the project and open it. So as I mentioned here, this is the Jovo language model here, and then we have a project.js file which specifies which platforms are used and other things, and so we're going to comment out the Google Actions just for now. And what we would usually do is if we have the language model here, you can see the invocation name is my test app and all of that. What we usually do is we use the Jovo build command to take that information that is in the Jovo language model and in the project.js file and create platform specific files. So in this case, because we only have the Alexa skill enabled here, it will only create Alexa specific files in the platforms folder. So if you take a look here in platforms, you can find an Alexa skill folder now, which has the .ask config with an empty skill ID. So with a deploy, it would create a new skill on my developer account, and then we have the language model here, which is just a Hello World language model. And so what we want to do now is we want to import the existing Alexa skill so that we don't have to manually input all of that information. And this is what we're going to do now. And so for this, we're going to use the Jovo get command. The Jovo get command allows you to import an existing Alexa skill project. So what you can see here, so it takes all of the information of your skill that's on the Amazon developer portal and imports it into your platforms folder. And we can do that by typing in Jovo get and then the platform name. And so we're gonna use Jovo get Alexa skill. And so this is now looking up the skill projects in my default Ask profile. And so what you can find here is we have different projects. Here's a list of projects with skill IDs attached to them. And so here's our my quiz game one, and I'm gonna import that one now. Okay, so that's it. So let's take a look again. So if I go back to the platforms folder, to the Alexa skill folder, the ask config, for example, here, this has the skill ID in here now. And so what we can do here is what I usually do. I use that in here as well to make sure it's never overwritten. And then if we take a look at the platforms Alexa skill models enus JSON file, you can find that here it has the invocation name quiz game. We have like all of the built-in intents here, and so all of these things. And so this worked. And so that's now in our platforms folder. What we usually do at Jovo, we have a single source of truth, which is a combination of the project.js file and the Jovo language model, because this can always be used later to generate platform-specific files. And so what I would like to do is to turn this into a Jovo language model file, which has quite a different format. It's still very similar, but there's a few things to do and to consider. And so what we would like to do is to have this, what is in this Alexa skill folder here, have this imported into this Jovo language model folder here, which is still the hello world example. And we can do this with the build command. And so Jovo offers a build command, which we just used, but this also, what we also have is a reverse build, which does basically the reverse. And so we take the information that's in the platforms folder and build it backwards into a Jovo language model. And so let's try that out. Let's do Jovo build, specify the platform, Alexa skill reverse. What we can do is we can back up the old file and proceed. And that's it. So let's take a look again. So we have the backup file here, and then also we have the new enus JSON file. So you can see it has the invocation name quiz game. We have all of the intents here and all of that. And that's it. And so this is how you can import an existing Alexa skill project and interaction model, turn it into a Jovo language model. You can then commit that into your GitHub repository, for example. And what you can also do with this information, you could use this information to turn an Alexa skill interaction model into a Dialogflow agent. And we have a tutorial about this. So we have a full written tutorial about this, which helps you there. All of the things that also need to be added for Dialogflow. We have a very lengthy video on this as well. But this one here should just help you get started in importing an existing Alexa skill that you have used on the Alexa Developer Console. And see you next time for Jovo Wednesday on Dabble App. Bye.